Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons, in today's game, it's a battle between two teams who come in with opposite win-loss totals on the year. It's the Chargers going up against the Falcons. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by, our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
In its final season now as an NFL stadium, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Diego Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. They come out here in the eye. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect.
On 2nd down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Corey Liuget is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt plays in the backfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for San Diego. Now Benjamin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-year man. It's Melvin Gordon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin. Well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Now the Chargers' first-year punter here in 2016, the rookie Drew Kaiser. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Coleman now. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Coleman. And he'll cut it to the left sideline. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Hey, kill. 21. Slam. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Third and long. It's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First down, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go play action here on first down. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Shift together here from the D-line. This is Coleman. And some space here. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Second down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And it's up and good. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here's Rivers. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. They come up in an offset eye. Now Gordon on 1st down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
One receiver left, that's Allen. Rivers now on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Hard throw, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Ryan. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. Cruises past him. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And his kick is right through. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
One receiver left. That's Allen. Rivers now. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Grady Jarrett. He's the one to get him. And that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Second down, Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third and long for Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
10 yards still left on second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. On third down, Ryan. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One receiver left, that's Allen. On 1st and 10, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing Rivers. And it's caught by the new pickup from Cleveland. It's Travis Benjamin. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Travis Benjamin, 79 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The rookie from Ohio State, Joey Bosa, in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 57 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a carry here for Presley, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And here now it's second and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Hey, let's go.
It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Hunter Henry out of the University of Arkansas was definitely the consensus top tight end in the 2016 draft. I thought he might sneak into the first round. He didn't, but I think that Phillip Rivers is really happy to have him in San Diego. They're already starting to make that connection.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One receiver left, that's Allen. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Gates has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Kyshawn Jarrett makes the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back now in Atlanta. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. One receiver left, that's Allen. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. One man in the backfield is Gordon. And he'll get it up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Brandon Mebane breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. Third down now following the run. On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Returning, it's Benjamin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The second-year man, Vic Beasley, in there to sack him for a loss of 6. One receiver left, that's Allen. Rivers now on 2nd down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. Able to get Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for a San Diego 1st down. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a second down throw for Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Rivers. Surveying the field. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll get this one down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Shreds the tackle. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rivers here to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Chargers, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.